This is an emergency action notification for all residents within the Pine Grove Unified School District broadcast zone. This is not a test. We are issuing an immediate containment and awareness directive regarding an unauthorized video transmission currently circulating on local access channel 9, designated under the file name proof_final.mpg. This broadcast exhibits severe technical anomalies and poses a significant psychological hazard. Under no circumstances should you attempt to view this material. If you see the static pattern characterized by shifting vertical bars of deep crimson and electric blue, immediately turn off your television set and disconnect the coaxial cable at the wall outlet. The hazard presented by proof_final.mpg is not electromagnetic. The video contains perceptual distortions. Initial analysis indicated simple signal degradation, but this assessment was incorrect. Viewers report observing faces within the static. These faces are recognizable. They appear to be distorted reflections of the viewer themselves, captured from impossible angles, behind the shoulder, or pressed against the inside of the screen glass. These faces are recognizable. They appear to be distorted reflections of the viewer themselves, captured from impossible angles, behind the shoulder, or pressed against the inside of the screen glass. These faces are recognizable. They appear to be distorted reflections of the viewer themselves, captured from impossible angles, behind the shoulder, or pressed against the inside of the screen glass. Their mouths move silently, out of sync with the heavy, wet breathing sounds that accompany the footage. Their mouths move silently, out of sync with the heavy, wet breathing sounds that accompany the footage. Their mouths move silently, out of sync with the heavy, wet breathing sounds that accompany the footage. Their mouths move silently, out of sync with the heavy, wet breathing sounds that accompany the footage. Crucially, these reflections exhibit subtle physiological inaccuracies. The number of teeth is incorrect. The number of teeth is incorrect. The eyes blink vertically instead of horizontally. These discrepancies intensify with prolonged exposure. Further observation reveals a more profound effect. Subjects viewing the material for longer than 47 seconds begin experiencing acute cognitive dissonance. They report sudden, inexplicable lapses in personal memory, the name of a childhood pet, the layout of their own kitchen, the feeling of their own heartbeat. This is not amnesia. It is replacement. The video actively overwrites foundational sensory and memory data with corrupted information sourced from itself. Subjects describe intrusive sensations: the taste of copper wires, the smell of burning celluloid film, the tactile feeling of cold glass where their skin should be. These sensations are persistent and increasingly dominate their perception of reality. The distortion field generated by the video is expanding. Physical manifestations are now confirmed. Individuals exposed for periods exceeding 3 minutes exhibit visible physiological degradation. Skin takes on a waxy, translucent quality, revealing the faint, flickering patterns of the crimson and blue static beneath the epidermis. Fingerprints begin to fade, replaced by smooth, featureless pads. Teeth loosen and fall out, leaving smooth, dark gaps that resemble the vertical static bars. Teeth loosen and fall out, leaving smooth, dark gaps that resemble the vertical static bars. These changes are irreversible. Affected individuals become unstable. Their physical form struggles to maintain coherence, flickering subtly like a poorly tuned broadcast. They are drawn compulsively to electronic screens displaying static. This is the core hazard. Proof_final.mpg does not merely show you something unsettling. It demonstrates, with increasing and unavoidable clarity, that your perceived self is incompatible with baseline reality. The corrupted reflections, the memory lapses, the physical degradation, these are not effects on you. They are evidence of a fundamental error in your existence. The video is a diagnostic tool revealing a fatal flaw in your construction. You are an anomaly it is actively correcting. The sensations of wrongness, the fading memories, the dissolving body. This is the process of your perceived reality being overwritten by the video's static truth. Containment efforts have failed. The transmission is self-replicating across cable lines and VHF bands. If your television powers on unexpectedly to channel 9 displaying the crimson and blue static pattern, do not look directly at the screen. Cover your eyes immediately. Shield your ears from the wet breathing sounds. Disconnect the power at the mains breaker if possible. The reflection you see will not be yours. It will be the entity the video reveals you truly are, a flickering, static scarred glitch in the signal of the real world. It will reach for you. It knows you are incompatible. Complete physical dissolution into the static pattern. Their form merges with the broadcast, becoming part of the shifting crimson and blue bars. Another silent face trapped within the signal, mouthing unheard warnings to the next viewer. There is no recovery. There is only the static. The proof is absolute. You are not real. The video is making the correction. End of transmission. May God have mercy on. The voice cracks. A wet gurgle interrupts on the signal. Remember, you weren't the one who pressed play. Transmission dissolves into pure, pulsating crimson and blue static accompanied by the sound of labored, metallic breathing. The static holds for 15 seconds before cutting to dead air.